Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about lists, tuples, sets and dictionary and what's the basic difference in them. These are the type of arrays that is available in Python, but only difference between arrays and this one is arrays can contain only one type of elements, but in this you can store strings and other data type in under one list, under one variable name. So let's get started. So the main difference is list is changeable or mutable. This is not changeable. Tuple is not changeable. Sets are changeable and dictionaries are changeable as well. That's the one thing. Now moving forward, how we can initialize them. So for list we use square brackets. For tuple we use round brackets. For sets we use curly brackets, and for dictionary we use curly brackets again. Now the basic syntax. Basic syntax normally is name of a list equals square brackets and your elements. Elements can be string, numbers or other data types as well. So let's do it for tuple. The syntax here is I'm giving it a name tuple1 equals, so we said we will have a round brackets, and then in round brackets we have our elements. So the next one is sets. Sets are unordered list, and the syntax for that is sets1 equal, and similar way curly bracket 1 and 2. Moving forward for dictionary. Dictionary is auto definable as the word suggests dictionary, so it will have one key and the definition of that key. So I'm giving it a name dic1 equals curly brackets key and value. And another thing to note here is that a key can be a string as well. It doesn't need to be a number. So moving forward, don't worry, we'll explain everything by running it as well, but for now I'm just pointing out the differences. So another difference is it works on index, the list, and tuple also have indexing. Sets does not have index, so every time you print a set it will be in different order. And dictionary does not have indexes, as it has keys. So key is the identifier in dictionary. Let's get started. Enough with theory, so let's do some practical. So how we initialize a list. Initialize a list. So we'll start with list first. So I'm giving it a name list1 equals, and we said we use square brackets for list. So let me copy a list from another source so we don't have to type again and again. So throughout I'll be using these variables for the list. So this is the way we type a list, and we can print it as well. Print list1. Now time to have tuple. Name is as tuple1 equals, so we will use round brackets for this, and similar way we will have the list. The next one, let me print it as well. Tuple 1 sets. So as we discussed earlier, we will have sets 1 and we will have them in curly brackets, and this is the way we do that. The last one is dictionary, so I will give it a name, dictionary1 equals, again curly bracket, but now we have to have a keys in front of each. So I'm just giving it a number key, but we can have string key as well. For example, if you want a string key, you will use something like this. So we can have different keys as well. The only thing to note here is that keys need to be unique in dictionaries, and sets always have a unique values, but in list and tuple they can have multiple values. So allow duplicates, this allow duplicates as well. This does not allow duplicate, does not allow duplicate keys. So yeah, I'm just pointing out the differences on the top. And sets auto eliminate the duplicates. Duplicates. So let's go further. Now we have, let me print it out as well, sorry, dic1. So these are our, I did not print sets, so let's print sets as well, so then we will move forward. So this is the way it looks in the memory. So now moving forward, now we will discuss, we have initialized it, now we will discuss how we can access the elements. Accessing the elements. So let's do that. Let's start with list again. For list, if we want to access the element, we can have print list1, and in square bracket we can give the index, so it will give us a element. I'm just so we don't get confused, I'm just commenting the prints from the top. Just give me a second, stick with me. Yeah, so this is the way we can access the element. In case of tuple, we can access the element in a similar way because it has indexing as well. In this case, I'll print 1. Let me print it. So let's see the results. Printer. So in sets, that's the important thing to note, that we can't print element from the set, but we can print the whole set by using print sets1 because it does not have indexing. We can print all the elements by using loop, as we all know from sets. Moving forward, we'll be printing our dictionary. sorry, for dictionary we will use dic1, and in indexing we will put the key. So we will put either 1, 2, 3 or 4. Let's try this one. So let's see if it prints mouse for us. Indentation is a problem. That's not a problem actually. So we will see mouse here because 4 represents mouse. So this is the way to access the elements. I'm quickly commenting everything so we don't get confused. So now another thing is, we know how we can access the elements. We know how we initialize the elements. Now another important thing is how we can add an element, add a new element into following. So let's see. In list we can do something. List dot append, and we'll just pass on our element. For example, I want to add headphones. So this way it will append, or it will add the headphone element into the last of list, like at the last of list. There's another method. I will print the list one, and another method is to use the insert list one dot insert, and in this we have to pass two arguments. One is index value and the uh, index and the value of the element that you want to add. For example, here I can add power something, and we'll print the list again. So you will see we had a list, how list used to see earlier. Then we appended a headphone, and then we had appended or insert a power. So this was our original list. We added a headphone by using append. It came into last. Now we added a power on index number 1, so it came here. So this is the way we can use the add functions, or we can add an element in list. Now moving forward, as you can know, tuple, we can't change tuples, so in this case tuple will be not available. We can't add an element in tuple on the runtime. So the next one will be sets. You can update the whole set, but you can't add the value into the sets. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's a modification one. Sorry. You can add a value into sets dot add function, and then you can give the value by saying add. Let's say I want to use add pen into sets, and let me print the sets first and print it again here. Let's see the output. So that was the original set, and we added a pen here. So the next one is, or the last one is dictionary. We can add the element in a dictionary by so that's our dictionary name, and we'll put a key in square brackets. So we can have a key 5, and we want to have a maybe pen again in the dictionary. So let me print dic1, and this is before adding, and now we will add it after. And just to remove I'm just removing this so we don't get confused. Let me copy it again. So This was our original dictionary, but we added another element here, 5 and pen, where 5 is the key and pen is the value. So let's move forward. Now adding is done. Now we want to remove an element. So I'm just changing this, remove. Again, tuple can't be changed, so tuple will remain not available. From list, we have two functions. We can use pop. So pop will do, it will always remove the last element. Last element. And another function can be list1 dot remove, and in this you will pass on the value. Let me check the values in the list so we don't see error. So let me see if I want to actually, I will remove the printer from the list and I will paste here. So let me print the list one. The first one will be original, second one will be after pop, and the third one will be after the remove function. Let's see the output. So that was our original list. When we used the pop, it removed the mouse, and when we remove the printer by using remove function, it removed the printer. So moving forward, now we will remove an element from a sets1 dot remove is the function. Sorry, set1 dot discard is a function where you will give a value that you want to discard, and I think sets have a printer as well, so let's discard the printer. Let me get the printer from here so we don't make any spelling mistakes, and I will print sets1. So it will give us two lines, one original one, that was the original one, and that was after removing the printer. So this is how sets will work with discard function. So now let's do the dictionary. So for dictionary we will have another function called pop item. So this will remove the last item from the dictionary. Let me print dictionary and see the output. So see, it removed the fourth one from the dictionary. So now we can also do one more thing here. We have another function called pop where we will tell the key which we want to delete. So in this case it will remove the printer. Let's see. Sorry, my bad. So this will tell us which one is gone. So as output, if I print it again, so let's see. So it removed the printer from here because we asked it to remove the second key from the dictionary. So the next thing to consider here is modify. How we can modify all of them. Modify. Again, tuple is not available. As I told, we can't change tuple. It is non-changeable object. So let's start with list. For example, if you want to list, if you want to change an element on the index 1, we will name it to new, and I will print a list. Syntax here is very simple. We will give the list name and then the index and the value you want to update. Let's see. So that was the original list, and we updated the value at the index number 1. So we can't update the sets as well, as there's no option to update the single element or existing element in the sets. So sets is not available for us. Now let's go to dictionary, how we can update the dictionary. In order to do that, we'll put the name of the dictionary, and then in square bracket we will pass the key that we want to modify, and then we'll pass the value that, for example, new changes. So let me print as well so we can see the differences before and after making the changes. So let's see the results. This is the way we can update a element or modify an element during the runtime into the dictionary. Guys, I have created a resource for you guys, so please check that out. It will be available in description. Please feel free to download it, and thanks for watching this video. If you have any question or comment, please let me know in the comment section.